Okay, now we're black. Once again, I'm going to play some trash normally. Not going to spoil some real ideas. Let's see what he wants here. Okay, d4, knight f6. Let's play this knight c6 line, which is called the Rouser variation, I guess. And g6, yeah, I think I played it many times in the Magnus tour. The line is not brilliant, but okay. There is nothing to hide here anymore. I played it like a billion of times. Yeah, bishop d7. Bishop g7. Then you normally go bishop e6, I believe. Hoping for knight d4, bishop d7. Goes to f4. Yeah, then we, I guess, castle and f takes, and we play this position. Queen d2. Okay. This does not look too smart to me, to be honest, but it kind of makes sense, obviously. So normally when you don't know what to do in these lines, you go f5. Let's hope this is not where we should not do this. Rook d1. Well, this allows knight d4 at very least. Okay, let's play knight d4. Feels very natural to activate the knight. Yeah, then we probably go rook c8 one day, and white is probably slightly better, but there is not much going on, I guess. So bishop takes. He wants bishop d3, and he wants to trade the bishops, which is probably a decent idea, but okay, we cannot really prevent this. We actually have some queen g5 here that is a bit annoying for him. Queen f3 check is a threat. After king h1, we can probably even consider knight takes c2, or at least bishop takes d3, and then we play an ending. Okay, I think queen g5 is fine. Yeah, king h1, I think he'll play. I could also just play bishop g4 just to avoid trade of bishops. So now it's kind of less smart because of knight e4. Although we will have some ideas there as well. So what about knight takes c2 first of all? h4 does not work. Bishop takes f5, queen takes f5, knight d5. Does not look great. Okay, then I guess we just play it simple. We just take on g2, and probably we just go rook c8. So now if he will manage to make some knight d5 work, then he will be better. So we need to try to prevent this thing from happening. Goes rook d1. This allows bishop h6 in a maybe even better version for us. Okay, let's play bishop h6. Let's make sure he plays f4. Then we just go back. Then if we'll have to, we can even sacrifice the d6 pawn. And once again, this should not be much for white, and I would say black is just fine. I think he has to try knight d5 at some point, like rook takes c2, and then he just plays for piece activity, like takes, rook c1, rook c7, and so on. He goes knight c1. Wow, that's why he's great. I could not see this coming. Okay, rook a8 does not look bad to me. So there is no rook takes d4. He has to probably make a luft. He goes knight d3 back. Wow. Was it on d3? I guess it was, yeah. Okay. So now we have to improve somehow. Maybe we just go h5. Yeah, I mean, if he wants to skip moves, we should not prevent him from doing so. Okay. g3. So is it time to play b5 or knight f5 maybe? Knight f5, he gets his knight d5. Maybe we just go b5 and then it's probably weak pawn on b5, yeah? Okay, let's just play 6 just to play move. Now it's probably safer to go b5, although it's not ideal anyway. Okay, let's play rook c4. Maybe we can play knight f5 one day, and after knight d5 we want some rook d4. Some knight e3 check is in there. We can also just double. Okay, so he plays this one. Knight f5, knight d5, rook d4. What's the idea? Knight b4, we just go a5, maybe, no? Okay, let's try this. Maybe what I'm doing is wrong in general, because I'm provoking him to play knight d5, and if it works, it's an improvement for white, obviously. So as always, we are relying on some tricks that might not work. But maybe they do work, I don't know. So knight b4, I'm going to play 5. He takes on d4, I play knight takes, and then I take on c2. Yeah, I mean, it seems to work. Maybe he has something here. Okay, he goes there, giving up the b2 pawn, basically. Okay, I guess we take it. Ah, he wants c3. That's why we probably take on d5, and then we go knight e3, knight takes d5, and bishop takes b2. Now we're a pawn up once again. I think we managed to outplay the guy, but it's not yet good enough for a win, I'm afraid. Should I include rook c3 check? Might make sense. Okay, let's just take. And 94. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. So he's going to sacrifice the h2 pawn for some piece activity. How should I play this? I can just go rook c7 back, actually. This is kind of a chicken move, but at least it gives me some kind of stability here. So he wants to trade. Well, wait, we have rook c6, takes, king e4, king f8, king d4, king e7, king c5, king d7, king b6. Does it work? Does it work for him? It's a miracle if it does, to be honest. Okay, we can start with a check. King g2. Okay, now rook c6 should work, no? I mean, once again, maybe he holds this, but then it's a miracle, I would say. If he will save it this way, okay, I'll be impressed. Okay, king f8, king e7. So what's the plan? f5. Doesn't seem to change much. Okay, let's say king d6. Then we go c5. Okay, he resigns.